Hey everybody, Marcus Crawford here with the Idaho Quadcopter channel. Hey, I'm out at Julius Kleiner Park today, and I'm just using my iPhone to record this audio, so you're going to hear how loud this Blackhawk 2 Pro drone is. This is a spur-of-the-moment thing, as if you couldn't tell, because I don't have any other cameras with me or any other equipment. But I was out here at the park this morning going for my usual morning walk, and they're doing some construction on the other side of the park. So I thought, hey, let's put a drone up, and I had the EXO Blackhawk 2 Pro in my car with a fully charged battery, or nearly a fully charged battery. So I thought it was an opportunity. So we're going to put the drone up in the air. We're going to stay away from people and so forth. But let's get this guy up and fly it around a little bit. And we're going to take a look at where they're doing some construction out here. So I have got some people walking in front of me right now, but as soon as they get out of the way, we're going to do our droney here. Dropping that camera down. And reversing up right now. And we're staying away from everybody here. You're going to see a guy down there getting ready to throw his disc or frisbee. Of course, they'd get at me if I called it, they'd get mad at me if I called it frisbee. That's that guy, right? You see right down there. So let's get out over the water where we know we're not over the top of anybody, and then we're going to take a look at where we can go and what we can see here. So I think one of the first things you need to do is get some practice on the sticks, and maybe do a little orbit here, and then I'll show you. Yeah, and it's telling me typical of this drone, it doesn't get the best GPS. We've got 14 satellites now. If I'd had the equivalent DJI drone, I'm sure I would have certainly in excess of 20. So I don't know why that is, but this both the Hubsan Ace Pro and this drone, its twin, the EXO Blackhawk 2 Pro, they both kind of have that same feature. I get out here and I get that GPS warning. So anyway, yeah, it looks like I'm able to keep this guy in center of frame, and let's do a reveal as we come up. Heck yeah. Okay, we're doing all right. Okay, so let's head on to the other side here, and I'm going to show you where they're doing the construction, and we're going to be careful here. So there's some people around here. The band shell, we're going to stay way the far side of that. I was there earlier, and there were some, and we're in normal mode, just to let you know. Well, you can see that little shade they've got set up. And they had a bunch of kids in there that they were dancing and singing, and it was kind of fun to walk by there and hear all that noise. If we can get around there safely, we'll get around there on the other side and see if we can take a peek. But what I want to do here is I want to get to the other side of the road, and we're going to look down at where the see if we can kind of go sideways over some of the construction here. So and the thing about this particular drone is it is not terribly subtle. I'm going to put it into film mode. That's sport mode. F, that's film mode. So that'll slow everything down for us. And we're kind of across the road here, and you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. And you can see all the construction equipment here. What exactly that's going to be over there, but I have a feeling that it's they're going to put up some kind of a building, or could it be just basketball courts or something like that? I don't know, but like I said, we're staying over the green belt to the side of them here and kind of giving you a look at it. And I've watched them excavate it. Well, the first thing we saw is that they kind of they fenced it all off, and then of course people in the park, people were knocking that orange construction fence. People were going right across it. But anyway, and then they shut down the sprinklers. So then you knew something was up. The grass died off pretty quickly in the heat. I'm going to drop the camera down just a little more here. We'll slow down a little bit more. So, you know, kind of 2 squares there. So I don't know if it's going to be some kind of a building that they're putting in there, or is it going to be some kind of courts or something that they're putting in there. And I'm going to make another comment here. So I'm using obviously my iPhone, and we're doing a screen recording at the same time here. And let's cross real quick here, and we can kind of go on the other side. I'm doing a screen recording, and my iPhone, I've got a perfectly bright screen. So I can tell you, and I don't know why, but if I'd have been doing this same thing, I'm going to grab some more altitude here. Let's get up a little higher. This drone is kind of noisy, so I don't want to bother anybody. Had I been connected to a DJI drone, my screen would have been dimming by now, which tells me that the Fly app somehow taps into the processor on the phone and causes it to work and heat up. And yeah, it looks like they got a water truck down there. They're definitely working hard to keep the dust down, which you can appreciate. And they're definitely tamping that down. So they're, you know, if I'm a betting man, I'm saying that there's going to be some sort of a concrete pad or something poured there, right? I mean, or a foundation of some kind. So we'll see. And boy, this is a good shot of where their sprinkler zones is. The grass has died off. And if you look right next to it here, let me get centered on it. They actually have a temporary sprinkler set up there, I noticed when I walked by. So they're trying to green up that grass, get it recovered. So, okay, so you've seen that construction, and we'll move around here, and we're going to stay right over the top of this little hillside here. There's nobody on there, but we're going to take a look at the band shell here. Let me back up just a little. And so you can see the activity going on there. And I walked around on that path around it, and it was really fun. They were singing and dancing, and it was just kind of fun. Kind of fun to see people out having fun. So let's see. I'm trying to think of the best way to get through here where we're not going to be over the top of anybody. And I think we're going to want to head this direction. And I'm going to put it back into normal mode. There we go. There's normal mode. Took me a second, and we're going to get back out over the pond here. 61% battery. So the main reason that I wanted to do this video is I wanted to show you that construction, because, you know, I show this park all the time, and so I kind of like to keep you guys up on things going on. It was of interest to me, so I was hoping it would be of interest to you. So let's move around here and move forward, and I'm going to pick up the camera. I'm seeing a tilted horizon, and yeah, just barely. It's not bad. A little bit of a tilt there, but nothing. You know, it's not horrible at all. So I think this horizon, you know, once I adjusted it, it seems to be pretty good. And you can look at it right now. Let's just stop here for a second, and you can see that it's tilted just a tad. Let me go into that. Let's see here. Yeah, so evidently that doesn't hold its, because, you know, you guys have seen me adjust this before. So now we're down to about 1.1, and that looks pretty good, right? So we're going to stop right there, and we'll see if it holds that throughout the rest of the flight. But they do give you that adjustment, which is kind of handy. So let's go across, and let's go to the other side. And, you know, we're going to do our usual take a look at the fountains here. I can't help it, guys. It's just I just always think it's fun to kind of get down low over these ponds and and check out the fountains. And I'm sure that the primary reason for this is aeration. There's guys that are let's go back into film mode, and so we can take it nice and slow. There's people that fish in these ponds, and you can see in the top right there, that little pier, or whatever you want to call it, little dock that they set up there is for people to fish off of, and I think that's pretty cool. They took it down for a while and they kind of expanded it. But let's get right over the top of this guy. So there we are. Looks like I went a little farther than I wanted to. Let's pick up that camera. And there is that little dock I was telling you about. We'll get you a closer look at that. You know, you see people fishing off of that thing. Gives them an opportunity to get out there and cast a little ways and get out there and catch some fish. Now, one of the things I'm going to tell you is that my personal opinion, I love it when I see kids out here fishing, or if I see a father out here, you know, teaching his son or daughter how to fish. What gripes me is when you see, you know, some adult that's out here fishing. Let's leave those fish for these kids, for God's sakes. You know, I don't know. That's just my opinion. So, okay, here is that sculpture. I think we, let's grab a little more altitude so we make sure we're above all the trees, and we can kind of do a little circle around that guy. I just think, I'm always intrigued by this sculpture. I just think it's kind of cool. So, and yeah, you know, you guys have seen the senior center there before. I've shown you that a few times. And I'm kind of rising in altitude as we go around here. I was trying to do my own version of a corkscrew, but didn't work out very well. Not enough fingers. And what you see right here is the Idaho Memorial. So this is a memorial to all of the fallen service members in Idaho, and obviously they have events here from time to time, and you know, there's an obelisk in the middle there, and the names of the people that have given their life for our country. I always respect those kind of things, and I'm glad that we do that. Okay, we're down to 44% battery, so let's move on out here. You're going to hear a truck going by me here in a second, so it's going to get a little noisy. That's having to do with the construction that's going over there. If I had another camera, you'd have been able to see it. So we are down to 42% battery. We'll see if we can make our way out to the other sculpture here. Put it in normal mode, pick up a little speed. And let's get over the top of this guy. Yeah, and it's telling me the battery level's at 40%, so we know we're there. Okay, back into film mode. And let's see if we can get over the top of this sculpture. And what they call that a labyrinth down below here. And we got a mower coming by too, so you're going to hear a bunch of noise here as the mower comes by. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if he's going to turn or what. I'm kind of delaying here. We'll see what he does. Yeah, he's turning. Okay, so let's see if I can successfully do a raise and twirl above this guy. And the key to it, you do it all on the left stick, and I'm pushing the stick at an angle, and you're trying to turn and raise an altitude at the same time. And you're seeing you're seeing the sculpture and the labyrinth down there. And one of the things you can do then is try and do a reveal and raise the camera while you're doing it, and we'll see if we can do that. And look at that. That worked out pretty good. We get a view of the pond and the senior center there. So, yeah, okay, that one worked out okay. All right, so we're at 35% battery. Let's bring this guy back to us. I'm going to go back into normal mode, and let's bring it home. And we'll just land it right here in front of me. And we got to do our conclusion, don't we? So I'll have to hover it here in front of us. On our way back. And I see some people on the bike path there, so we're gonna kind of go across from that. And you can see that my Tahoe off there in the distance. And let's kind of go back across. And we better be dropping some altitude here, huh? So I am down on the downstick, hard on the downstick, I should say. Easing up on the forward motion and down on the downstick. And you're seeing a red pickup go by. He's right in front of me right now. And boy, I'll tell you what, that is a noisy drone. You can see me there now. Let's bring it in here. This drone is not subtle. So I'm telling you, if you are looking to be stealthy, this one is not that. It makes plenty of noise. Let's bring it in here, and yeah, picking that camera up just a little. Hey, okay, so what we do today, like I said, this was a spur of the moment thing. I just wanted to show you the construction. Mainly, I wanted to show you the construction that was going on the other side of the park. We took a look at that, and we got another little tour and did a few things. Yeah, it wants to return to home. We're going to cancel that. So we did another couple little things, and hopefully showed you some of the things that this drone can do. The Blackhawk 2 Pro, and we also kind of showed you around the park a little bit in the middle of summer on a hot day. So I guess that's about it. This is Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out. And if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. Most of all, I absolutely appreciate you taking a look at this video. And of course, we'll see you on the next one. And now we're going to land the drone. Okay, I'm going to back it up here. I'm going to back it up over the pavement. And then we're going to land this baby. All right. Down we go. Bye now.
Landing.